All my life been looking for a true love, a real one. You be mine and I'll be yours, and nothing more. Tomorrow the sun will rise and I'll be there for you. I will show my soul in your eyes. I'll be there for you, be there for you. You, all I want to do with you. You, all my dreams are coming true, true. Now that I'm staying with you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to week 11 for free time racing here at USA. Uh, a small car count here for the super late models here at free time. Not a lot of drivers. Looking about probably maybe 10 drivers here tonight, so it's going to be a long 50 laps here tonight at USA. A lot of people do not like it. To be honest, I don't know why. I love USA, but it is what it is. But we're going to skip the, heat race interviews and go straight into the A main like we always do, mostly here for free time racing. But uh, right now, drivers' meetings go underway. Points-wise, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. I have to get some point updates for next week. But we had one driver take a penalty, getting a 1 week suspension. Adam last week at Oswego took out Landon. I do believe it was Landon that was leading at Oswego and dives into 3 and 4. No, he didn't mean to do it. It was just all accident. It happens, we can't really predict it. But overall, ready to hit it tonight. USA free time racing. As of right now, I believe there's 2 minutes left until we head into qualifying, so we'll see what happens here tonight. But let's take a look who is all here tonight. Sitting third right now, give it to Tyler Aldwert. He's here tonight. Stephen Peterson is also here tonight. Michael, sorry. Mendes is here. Eddie Stickles, Jackson, David, Jimmy, Jonathan M. Wade is here tonight as well, is joining. Don DeRusa, sorry. Wayne Holm is also here tonight. Believe cars are actually heading onto the track for more practice. Take a look at Jackson Johnstone there, but let's hop on Wayne Holm here. Take a quick look at the track real quick. See what you guys are going to take a look at here tonight. USA long straightaways and a very large corner here in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 very easy to mess up. Same thing for 3 and 4. Watch when he goes down into 3 and 4 here. He's going to probably stay high, yeah. If you were to run USA here, I would probably hug the bottom line just to, hold it against the wall the best you can. But right now, car's still on the track getting some seat time. Gavin, I believe, was here, but he left. Adam, of course, serving his 1 week suspension. So, looks like about 10 drivers. So, it was correct, about 10 drivers here tonight. But overall, qualifying's about to get underway here. We'll bring up your bar. We got about 13 seconds left on the clock. Take a look at Steven's wrap right there. Michael Medness in the 03 in the Longhorn. Tyler out on the track right now getting some laps in as practice is over with. Jimmy as well on the track. No, sorry. Believe that's David. Yep, David on the track. He's kind of wall riding right there, if you want to say. But overall, here we go, guys. Qualifying time here tonight for free time racing. Let's hop on board with somebody different here. Let's see who we can find. First car to hit the track will go on board here with Tyler Aldert. Tyler Aldert in the 37 machine. I'll make sure that is correct. I'll refresh my training panes because I do have some stuff that does that for some reason. Right now, like you said, you get 3 laps, so Tyler taking green flag this time by. He's going to hug the bottom here in the 1 and 2, right next to the grass. To the top in the back stretch, probably the same thing in the 3 and 4. Try to hug the bottom the best he can. A little bit closer, he's going to push out a little bit. First lap in for Tyler, what's it going to be? Right now, Jimmy on top. Tyler goes to the top as well with a 20.897, 20.897 for Tyler. First lap. Wayne home right behind him at the 21.91. Second lap coming around this time by for Tyler here. White flag waving this time by. Tyler a little bit faster, 20.870, 20.870 faster on lap number 2. Lap number 3 is just going to, I believe, coast around. Then Brandon on top of the charts right now. He's going to jump to the top. A 20.840 goes to Brandon here. Michael as well goes to the top here, 20.760. First lap for him, maybe second lap. It's got to be faster, 20.661. Michael right behind him on his last lap. Jackson jumps up to second. Michael slower, Jackson trying to get something. No, Brandon actually jumps back up to the top of the charge. Jackson's trying to take that spot away. Right now sitting with a 20.735. Down the front stretch, a 20.61497. Sorry, 20.597. Jackson on top of the charts here tonight. End 3 and 4. Jackson Johnstone looking for his last lap. Is it going to be faster? It looks pretty good coming out of turn number 4. This time by, is it faster? No, it's not. It's going to be a little bit slower, 20.722. David out on the racetrack as well, taking his laps now. He's in the 5th. Fast lap for him is a 20.921, 20.921, but I believe that's not going to round up. He's going to end up actually going P3 now at the 20.711, but I only got 7 seconds left here. So let's take a look at your results here real quick as he's going around still. Jackson on top of the charts with the 20.597. Brandon right behind him. David 3rd, Michael 4th, and Tyler in that 5th position. The rest right behind him. Everyone pretty close in time-wise. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First heat race on the track this time by. Heat race number 1 looks like this. Starting inside of row number 1 will be Jackson Johnstone. On outside of him will be David Sanford. Inside of row number 2 will be Tyler Oder and Jonathan Wade on outside of him. Inside of row number 3 will be Wayne Holm and Gavin Grivet. Sorry, even though Gavin's not here. And tagging the end of the row, starting inside row number 4, will be Eddie Sickles. That will round up heat race number 1. Only 5 drivers to call for heat race number 1. Want to give a shout out to Free Time Racing for bringing me in. A little bit late into the season, but overall bringing me in and letting me broadcast for them to give a show for some of the people that are here racing. Hopefully get a bigger crowd for maybe the next race. Because like I said, USA, a lot of people don't like it, but I don't see there's nothing wrong with it. It's a tacky racetrack. You got to be patient, wide enough. It's
Good luck.
Take your time. That's all you got to do. Take your time. That's all I can say.
It's the smallest group we had, so hopefully that means clean racing.
As you heard from one of your admins, Jackson, he wants some clean racing here
That's
tonight.
alright, though. Hoping for a good race.
We'll see what happens here tonight. You never know. Every time you jinx yourself like that, you're always going to probably end up having a bad race. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Down the backstretch this time by. Jackson has control out of turn number 4. Let's see if he can hold off heat race number 1 and start pole here tonight in your 50 lap A main. End of 3 and 4 this time by. Jackson looking for green. David wants to try to get a good jump here. Jackson looking for green out of turn number 4. Green flag waving.
Green flag.
8 laps of distance for heat race number 1. Jackson off to a great start. David right behind him. So is Tyler. Tyler a little bit sideways there. That's going to let Jonathan get a run here for P3. Now David trying to run the top here. Not what you want to do early in this race. Jackson down low is going to take his momentum. Jonathan and Wayne still trying to get around Tyler here. David peeking to the inside of Jackson. Jackson a little bit crossed up David as well. Tyler is going to get a little bit of ground here on David. Down the backstretch to go into 3 and 4. 6 laps to go. Here comes Tyler Aldert. Tyler Aldert in the inside of David. Side by side for P2. Give it to David at the line right now still. Tyler blinking a little bit right there. Not too sure what's going on. Tyler, give you a heads up, you're blinking. Tyler blinking a little bit, so he's going to push up to the top. That's going to let Jonathan M. Wade get to the bottom and not going to get him out of turn number 4. He's got some, I want to say some quarter panel damage right there in the rear end. Might also have some spoiler damage. It also is going to not help with the speed here. Because all you got to do, you need speed and momentum here at USA if you want to have a chance of winning here tonight. Right now, Jackson Johnstone up front leading this race. Only 4 laps to go. And, I mean, Jackson's dominating this racetrack right now. Looking pretty clean in the 21 machine. David has a shot, though. David's still not giving up. Running the middle to the top side. Jackson's still down low. Three laps to go for heat race number 1. David's going to get a run in the 1 and 2 here down the backstretch on Jackson. Jackson might be losing some ground here. Jackson's trying to hold it to the bottom the best he can. David's got to run towards the middle. Here comes David with only 2 laps to go. David rolling in the bottom. Jackson makes a mistake. David gets a run. He's right there. He's right behind Jackson. Jackson sees him. Jackson's maintaining his line. David trying something else. Get something rolling here. He's going to get a nice run here out of 4. Same thing in the 1 and 2. Let's see if he does the same line. Yes, he is. He's going to enter actually a little bit early there. Almost kind of cost him that one right there, but definitely going to cost him a possible heat race win. As Jackson's in the 3 and 4, pushes up high, way too high. Go to P2.
Did you hit the grass, David?
P2 right now. David takes
I tried to throw that
P2.
thing way
Jackson
too early.
P1. Tyler third, and Wayne
You're starting to
4th.
be nervous. I'm like, you figured something out. I don't know what you figured out, but
Take a look at the results here. Jackson first,
yeah,
David
dude,
second, Tyler
so
third,
it's like,
Wayne 4th,
I
5th, and
I don't
5th,
even know.
6th. We'll go to the rest, even though
My
they are not
apologies for the
here.
blinking.
But here we go. Heat race number 1 looks like
You're good, brother.
heat race
I'm
number
high.
2.
I'm high.
Inside row number 1 will be Brandon. Sorry
Me
if
too,
I
bro. That was a
can't
good
say your
heat,
last name right. Brandon, bro.
I
Butter.
had it figured out. I just ran out of time, and then
Can
I
I
messed it
pronounce your
up.
last name? I do apologize there, Brandon. Outside of him will be Michael or Mitchell Mendes. Inside of row number 2 will be Steven
Good race, bro. I
Patterson
respect
and
it.
Dalton Derusa. Sorry. I keep saying his last name wrong. I'm going to talk to him. Inside row number 3 will be Jimmy Dodd as well. Even
Starts on the
though
leader,
it's
right?
only a 4-car heat race, so only your top
Yeah,
4
turn the leader.
are in this one. So should be
All right,
a
thank you.
quick one here tonight as well. Everyone makes the A. All start on leaders as you heard there. No heat race interviews. That'll let me get some time if to do track prep to get something to drink or get ready for the A main. But there's only 10 cars here tonight, so
I like the pink car, Brandon. It looks good.
I appreciate it, bro.
but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon has control. Mitchell Michael. Sorry. I want to say it's Michael, and I don't want to keep calling him Michael if it's Mitchell. You know what I mean. Steven and Dalton right there. You're also right behind them, 3 and 4. Let's see what your leader can do here. Brandon has control, entering the backstretch into 3 and 4 this time by. Pace truck's going to take off into the infield here out of turn number 4. Brandon looking for green. And we are racing for heat race number 2.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waving for heat race number 2. Brandon off to a great start. Mitchell all trying to hold off P2 right now. Steven right there, right behind him. Great battle for Heat 2 right now. Only 4 cars. Brandon off to a great start. Off to a great start. He's got to push up, though. That's going to help Michael or Mitchell gain some spots there. Steven holding off that P3 spot right now. Here comes Dalton. Dalton on the outside. Dalton's trying to get something to work here. He's going to get tight pushes up. Steven right into him a little bit. Holding off P2 still. Steven trying to find that nice line to gain some ground here as he's going to try to throw it in there. You can tell that Dalton has a fast car. He's just got to be patient here. He might just try to be patient for the whole race. You know, you might want to have a track that kind of slicks off because right now it's, I want to say it's pretty tacky and pretty tight for these drivers to run this track in right now. But 4 laps to go coming out of turn number 3 and 4 right now. Brandon's still on top. Mitchell holding off second. Steven third. And Dalton in fourth right now. The 03 Mitchell gets high. That's going to let Steven get around him. And Dalton gets around him as well. Great battle right now for P2. Michael holding him off. Sorry, Mitchell. Dalton trying to hold off the 03 machine right behind him. As the 03 made a mistake in the 1 and 2. Is he going to do the same thing here? No, he's not, but he's going to get tight. Everyone's going to stay right there. Pretty much nose to tail here down for P2, 3, and 4 right here. Only 2 laps to go right now. Steven holding off P2. Dalton trying to hold off that final spot right there for third. He wants to try to get a podium in a heat race, but man, here comes Michael or Mitchell. Mitchell actually catches the inside wall. That's going to ruin his nose a little bit, so that's not going to help him out. He's going to lose a margin of ground here, but that's going to hurt him just a little bit. Brandon. Dominant performance here for heat race number 2, leading all 8 laps, all by almost a second, almost 2 seconds on everyone. He's going to run the top here, try something different into the wall. That might have cost him a little bit of ground, but it's not going to hurt him. And he's going to take heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 results look like this. Brandon taking P1, Steven second, Dalton third, Mitchell fourth, Jimmy fifth, and Adam in that 6th position. So to believe it is a warm-up.
Hey, Tyler, can you let this run out for...
So yeah, we're going to use a warm-up here. Absolutely. Is it Michael or Mitchell? Okay, I was making sure. I knew I was saying Michael and I kept saying Mitchell. I'm like, I'll make sure first. Alright, so we were right, Michael. Alright, that's all I care about. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Right now, cars on the track. Get something to drink real quick, and we'll be back to get your A main starting lineup here tonight. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cars are off the track. A-main about to get underway. 45 minutes, 50 laps of distance. Who is going to come on top here tonight? Let's find out. Here is your starting lineup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to skip all the way up to your top 10. The rest have kind of left, so 10 and 9 also left. So right now you're only sitting with 18 drivers, so hate to see that. But here we go. Starting outside of row number 5 will be Jimmy Dodd, and inside of row number 5 will be Jonathan Wade. Outside of row number 4 will be Michael Mendes and Wayne Holm. Outside of row number 3 will be Dalton DeRussa and Tyler Aldrich. Outside of row number 2 will be Stephen Patterson and David Sanford. Number 1 will be Brandon, and inside of him will be Jackson Johnstone. That will be your starting lineup. Yeah, the best thing I can tell you, if you got 46 laps of fuel, just conserve your fuel for a good 5 laps. It's pretty easy. Usually iRacing messes up that way, but it won't. The 50 lap ain't gonna hurt you. Mostly with 46 laps of fuel, it'll be pretty close though. No, because you have it turned off, so it won't count during caution laps. Yeah, you're good, David.
We've never ran out of gas before, but if we run out of gas, then we'll just
All
call
right,
it
so
first
a
person
lot
runner.
of people having some fuel problems going on at the first time. I'm actually going to say that. Usually iRacing does that. Most drivers will get like about 10 extra. Some will be right on the dot. Some will be like 5 extra, or like 5
Good
less
luck,
of
boys.
their 50. So it's really nothing that can
Good luck.
really happen. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson, Brandon, David, and Steven. You're 1, 2, 3, 4. Jackson has control out of turn number 4. Pace truck turns in. We are racing for 50 laps here tonight at
Green's
USA.
out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag waving for heat or your A main here tonight. Jackson off to great starts. Holding off Brandon. Brandon up high. David down low. They're side by side. Almost 3 wide out of 4. David falls back to P3. Steven right battling with him. Sorry. For that P3 position. Give P3 to Steven right now down the backstretch. Jackson sees Brandon right behind him. He's going to go a little bit high. Steven down low. 3 wide out of 4. Maybe 4 wide there. Couldn't really tell. Brandon trying everything to get around Jackson here. 48 laps. Only 2 laps in. So we got a long journey ahead of us. Like I said, if you only have a little bit left fuel, you better save some fuel. Don't run that top side or bottom. I mean, don't even run the top, to be honest. You want to save some fuel, run the bottom with less throttle, not heavy throttle. Because if you're heavy on your throttle, you're going to lose a lot of fuel here. And I don't think you're going to have any caution laps here tonight. So, but a good battle up front. Brandon and Jackson about to go at it side by side. Jackson still has it at the line right now. Brandon was to his inside. Brandon peeking a little bit. He's going to stick towards the middle. Jackson down low in the 1 and 2. He's going to possibly lose some ground there. Brandon gains some more down the backstretch right behind him. Side by side. Jackson pushes up. Here comes Brandon down low. Jackson still holding off P1 right now. Brandon trying everything to get around him. Taking his time. Like I said, a long race to go. You already got about 45 laps to go. We're already into tonight's A main. Like I said, it's a long race, so it's all about staying safe and being patient here tonight. It's a very long. Jackson into the grass, maybe some
I had the grass.
contact there with Brandon. I couldn't tell, but Brandon, he's going to get around Jackson here. Jackson had to check up a little bit. Steven right behind him. Steven on out
I'll
top.
leave you alone there, brother.
Jackson and Steven going at it right now. Brandon holding up P1 right now. New leader here tonight at USA. Brandon leads one lap right now. Jackson falling back another spot. Looks like the Steven, like I said, pushing that car, and he said he was 5 laps short. He's going to get into Brandon, a little bit of contact there. They all save it. Jackson and Steven going at it now, side by side for P2. Jackson down low. He has to check up. He's tight up into the track and into the wall. Jackson goes, and Jackson is broke.
I didn't break you, did I, Jack?
And
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow is out, so Jackson Johnstone, first caution here tonight.
Did I break you, Jackson?
We're going to take a look here.
What's that?
Jackson, like, he tried to time it perfect, but just absolutely missed it completely, and I think
I was just asking, did I break you?
the bottom of the track actually broke. By watching the replay there, when Jackson went down low, caught the little hip or a lip down there in the grass, it actually broke your front right, and that what sent you up into the wall there, Jackson.
Tyler, can you check right rear for spoiler damage on my car, please, sir?
Good.
Jackson, you all caught up? One to go?
I'm here.
Alright, guys, here we go. One to go. Doubled up.
Yeah, I'm showing 47 laps of fuel. I think we're okay.
David, your back end looks fine.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, here we go. Right back at it again. Brandon in the turns 3 and 4. He has your control now. Steven second. David third. Dalton in fourth. Brandon off to a great start right now. Green flag out. A main back underway for tonight's A main. Jackson, one driver to keep your eye out. He's going to have to work through the field. Good battle towards the front right now. Steven and Brandon about to go at it. Don't count out David. David as well. He's taken to the peak to the inside there. Looking for P2. Not going to get it. I believe Michael Mendes into the wall. He's going to have to pull it into the pit. He's going to pull it into the pit. Not a great night for Michael there. And a machine. Michael has to go into the pit. He might go a lap down. Yep, Michael goes a lap down officially as he tries to go in for a fast repair. He's going to get it this time by, but Brandon right now still up front leading this
Sorry,
field.
Tyler, I caught the grass and in the tight.
A little bit of contact between Dalton and Tyler. Not too sure.
You're good, Dalton.
Not too sure what's going on. Jackson right there as well. Jackson's trying to get around these guys. He's going to try playing it safe now. Try to stay away from that bottom grass now, as you can tell what happened the last time he hit his front right. So I'm actually a little bit surprised about that. Never see that on iRacing before, but good to know that is a thing now. But a good battle heating up for P2 right now. David and Steven trying to go at it. David actually gets a little bit sideways there. Loses some ground now to Steven, but Steven pushes up. David on top of the cushion. He's pushing that car as hard as he can. Steven with a great run. Jackson still trying to get around these guys, trying to take his time, but it is very, very hard to pass on a very tacky racetrack and mostly a one-lane racetrack right now.
You still got your spoiler. You're good, brother.
Tyler pushes up the track. Jackson back underneath of him. They're side by side down the front stretch. Give it to Jackson. Jackson takes P5 right away from Tyler. Now he's going to set his eyes on Dolan right in front of him. Dolan has some company now from Jackson. Top three all right there, spread out pretty good. Dolan trying to get try to gain some ground here on them, and Jackson's trying to hold off P5 right now for some points. So right now, Jackson will be pushing that car to the limit to maybe get around Dalton here and hopefully get a good outside, get one more caution and start outside here. That will probably be your best bets. Wayne just tagging it back right now, just relaxing, taking a Sunday cruise. But man, as we talk about the guys in 5th and 4th right now, let's go up to the front right here. Battle for 2nd right now once again between Steven and David. David almost came up into Steven. Steven actually had a nice run here on Brandon, but he's going to lose it there. And here comes David now to the inside. He's working to the inside of Steven here. David's going to try to go to the inside once again. He's working that slider line. Here comes David. Steven holds him off still pretty well. 31 laps to go already into tonight's A main. Almost 20 laps down. Brandon up front leading this race. Jackson still trying to get up into that P4 position. He has some eyes on Dolan here. Dolan has to check up a little bit to try to hold the bottom. That's going to help Jackson gain some ground. We'll go back up here to P2 and 3. David down low into the grass. Not surprisingly, he didn't break his front end like it did to Jackson. But he almost had a nice run there for P2. He's still trying for P2. They're side by side. Give Steven. P2 still right at the line. Steven holding him off. David down low, pushing that third machine to the limit. Some great battles going on around the racetrack right now. P2 right there a little bit. Jackson gained some more ground here on Dolan now. We'll stay on these guys right now as we keep our eye on P2 right here on my other screen. Jackson and Dolan going at it just a little bit here. Sliders going on for P2 now. Give David P2 to, over Steven. Steven to the inside. Slider not going to get it. David to the outside is going to carry his momentum around. He's going to take P2 away. David's going to set his eyes on the leader now. David in the 30 machine on a mission here tonight. He is rolling here tonight. David is your fastest car on the racetrack right now. And as I say that, Brandon also goes to the quickest on the track. So we'll hop back up here to Jackson and Dolan here as they're going at it. Jackson seems to be losing some ground. Dolan into the wall. Jackson right there. Jackson comes up, floats up to the track, almost in a Dolan there. 24 laps to go into tonight's A main, halfway there through tonight's A main. Brandon being patient up front still. David and Steven trying to go back at it. Steven trying to follow his line. David pushing that 30 car to the limit. You got to think about some tire wear.
I'm sorry,
here.
Dalton. I mean, hey.
Contact between Jackson and Dalton.
You're good.
Not too sure what's going on. Like, there's good battles around the racetrack. Good battle for P2. Good battle for P4. Which one to watch right now? Keep your eyes out on David. He caught up to your leader, Brandon. It looks like to me that David is on a mission here tonight at USA. He's down low, pushes up hard once again, almost into the wall. That's going to possibly lose some ground to your leader. No, it's actually going to gain a second on your leader, surprisingly. David pretty much is the only car surprising me right now on this racetrack, but P4 still heating up between these two. Dolan and Jackson still trying to go around it, go at it right now. Jackson trying everything in the 21 machine to get around Dolan here for P4. David still trying to catch up to your leader. Leader trying to pull away once again. He pulls almost 2 seconds off your P2. You gotta think now. Are you gonna try saving some tire or wait for a mistake to happen? Anything could happen. A caution or anything. I mean, you're praying for a caution if you're Jackson, to be honest. Jackson would rather try to have a good restart towards the inside. He likes running the bottom of racetracks. As you can tell, he's trying to stay to the bottom here at USA, but right now it's pretty top dominant. David, he's running this top right now pretty well. He's got the slider line down in the 1 and 2, same thing in the 3 and 4. But he's actually lost over a second to your leader right now. Brandon pulling away once again. David not right there to catch up to him. So you got to think maybe tire wear is becoming a factor now for David here as we're coming to 18 laps to go. Go back here to P4 and 5 right now. Keep your eyes out right now. Dalton and Jackson battling for P4. A great battle here tonight at USA. Jackson, like I said, broke to the inside as he was starter pull here tonight. Had to go to tail end of the field. Brought out the first caution. Probably the only caution you're going to see here tonight. Michael Mendes, early exit here as well. Broke, hit it on the wall, pulls into the pits. Could have came back out. The only thing is, he probably would have been a lap down and probably wouldn't have gotten the caution. But you never know. Anything could happen. You still got about 15 laps to go. Brandon pulled away from David here, but we're keeping our eyes on for P4 right now between Jackson and Dalton. And Jackson's all over the back end of Dalton here. What a great battle. I mean, these two going at it the whole race right now. Dalton trying his hardest to hold off Jackson Johnstone. He's trying everything in that 21 machine to get around him. He's going to take to the inside here. He's sending it down low. Dalton sees it. He's got to do a cut down move here in the 3 and 4. Give P4 to Jackson now. Jackson was tired of waiting. He's going to take P4 now. Brandon pulling away from your second place. Steven as well falling back badly now. Your top 3 are spread out like it's nothing here tonight. So now it's all about position. 1, 2, 3. Don't make a mistake. You guys are sitting in a great spot. But Jackson, he's praying for a caution here. He wants to see at least one more caution before we go into single file restarts. We got about 12 laps to go. Coming 11 this time by. The leaders are pretty much in the 3 and 4 this time by. And Jackson and Dalton are actually exiting out of 1 and 2. So they pretty much got a half track run on everyone right now. And to be honest with you, I don't know what to do, what to watch. Brandon 2-second lead over second. You gotta think maybe David pushed a little bit too early in the race and maybe cooked his tires a little bit. Lap cars are coming in factor now. Wayne goes a lap down in the 44 machine. Hate to see that. Tyler trying to find something as well, but I don't know if he's gonna find anything to work here tonight at USA. Like I said, your leader up front leading this race almost by 3 seconds right now. David and Steven still 2 and 3, so your second and third place is absolutely spread out. This track is pretty much what you're watching right now is pretty much hot laps for these guys. We got 8 laps to go for Brandon. David's going to take to the inside, peek around the 44 here. Maybe try to get around him. If he can put this lap car behind him, that might seal him the deal for P2. Wayne trying not to get involved of his way. He's going down low to let David by. Way to go on that, Wayne. I give you a lot of respect for that. We'll back up here to these guys battling it out for P4. Dalton and Jackson going at it right now. Believe we're coming to 6 laps to go this time by. Dalton and Jackson gaining on Steven for P3 is going nuts right now. Jackson, he has a nice run cooking on the bottom right there. Dalton makes a mistake. He's going to lose some ground. Jackson sees P3 right in front of him. Maybe Jackson can steal P3 with only 5 laps to go. It is doable here tonight at USA. Five laps to go. Stay on P5, or sorry, P4 right now with Jackson.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And actually, we're going to have our yellow here tonight, and it's going to be on Wayne. Wayne brings out our...
Yeah, I got 3.5 laps of fuel left.
I didn't hear you, bro, but what the heck?
I got about 3.5 laps.
Wayne catches the wall, and
You might make it. We'll see. I mean, I'm still just showing 10 laps.
absolutely ruined his race there.
I got 12.
Well, I had enough finish. I don't know if I will now, so we'll see.
The only thing is, caution laps ain't counting, guys, so you guys should be good. The only thing I can tell you is just try to stay away from the top. If you run the very top, you're burning fuel more on the top because it's longer.
Dalton, that was a hell of racing. That's been so much fun. This is so much fun.
So right now, kind of waiting
The
on... currently waiting on Wayne here, so... that's going to help David gain some more ground here on your leader, Brandon. Fuel, like I said, becoming a factor now for Steven sitting P3. Wayne, this time, Bob, we're coming to 1 to go out of turn number 4.
$17 seconds.
You should be fine. Pace truck's entering 1 right now. This speed in the pits, I'll clear black. Should be able to tag that in the field. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 laps to go into tonight's A main. Brandon, David, Steven, Jackson back up into the top 5. Dalton, Tyler, and Wayne. Who is going to be taking your top 3 here tonight? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into 3 and 4 once again. Brandon looking for the start. Green flag waving this time by.
Green, green, green.
4 laps to go. David, don't know if he has anything left in the tank to get around here for P1, but Jackson looking for P3 down the back straight. Give it to Jackson right now. Jackson takes P3. Steven falling back badly right now. Maybe light fuel is definitely not helping that 45 machine. 3 laps to go into tonight's A main. Jackson looking for P2 now. He's setting his eyes on David, trying to hold him off now. Jackson down low, looking pretty good. Dalton taking P4 right now, battling with Steven. 2 laps to go, double 6 in air. Jackson looking pretty good. Dalton, Steven, contact being made. Not too sure if it was intentional. Steven gets a little bit of contact more with Dalton there. Steven might not be happy. White flag waving this time by. Say on the battle for P2. David makes a mistake. Try to defend Jackson. Jackson down low, side by side for P2 now. Jackson takes it down the back stretch, side by side, holding the bottom. David saw him. He sees him. Give P2 to Jackson at turn number 4. Straight away, give him P2 into tonight's A main.
Good win, Brandon.
I need, sorry, a little bit too late on that one. I needed a top 3 to the front stretch.
We can take a picture of these 2 pink cars.
That will work. Well, not too sure where David went, so I guess we'll interview you two, just whenever you guys park it, and, just head to the waiting room. I'll pull you guys up. What a good race right there, ladies and gentlemen. Give Brandon the lead, or the feature win here tonight. Jackson from a tail to second. After the first caution, David third, Dalton fourth, Steven fifth, Tyler sixth, Wayne seventh, and Michael in the eighth position. The rest will fall on behind. What a good race, but we're going to talk with your top 3. Actually, I want to say top 2, so we'll bring in Jackson Johnstone in here first as he finished P2 here tonight. Most people don't know, I always go back about 10 laps. So we're waiting on Jackson right now to show up. It would be nice if Jackson can show up on time. Alright, there's Jackson. So this is what we're going to do. Speed it down. We're going to bring up Jackson real quick. Jackson, you got a copy.
I do.
Hey, man, start pull here tonight. You lead a couple laps. Bring out the first caution from the tail
Hey, thanks for
end. And you work your way back onto a second place run here tonight. Take us back how you got it done here tonight and what you think you could have possibly needed more.
That I had a lot of fun. First and foremost, that was a lot of fun. Me and Dalton, I don't know if you caught on the stream, we were having quite the race. I messed up in the beginning. I hit the grass because I knew I was going in hot, and I didn't want to. I don't know who the guy in front of me was, but it was either kind of mess myself up or mess him up, and I'm not going to ruin someone else's race. But I think that second place run will keep me top in the points, and um, this is a great series. I just wish we had more people tonight. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if it's because it's USA or because it's starting to warm up outside. Who knows? But I had a great time. I think I could have got if we had another caution, I could have got it, but it was fun. So that's what matters is I had fun.
Oh yeah, 100%. Those two drivers, I think David and Steven, definitely talking about light on fuel a little bit. Do you think maybe having a little bit light on fuel kind of helped you out as you had more weight on the track to hold the bottom more than them, or you think it was just more of if they burnt their tires more than you did?
Always save tires. I race a lot of long races. Um, I just I don't know. I'm pretty good at USA, and I should have won the race, but I stepped on my toes. So it was fun though. So I hope next week we have more people. If you could send some more people our way, maybe some Excel guys, I'd really appreciate that.
I wish I could, but to be honest with you, most of the Excel guys have kind of went to a different team, and they choose their own thing. So, but overall, Jackson, congrats to you from the front starting pole to the tail to second. Congrats on that. Before
All right,
you
thank you.
take off, is there anybody on that car you want to thank?
I'd just like to thank my wife for letting me do all this dumb shit and my playing video games in my basement. So she's the one that I need to thank. So I'll link her.
All right, Jackson. Well, like I said, congrats to you on a second place run, and hopefully we'll see you again next week, and hopefully for a bigger car count.
Well, I'll have to be here because I'm an admin, but I'll see you there.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, let's bring in your first place winner right now, Brandon. Brandon, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, nice run by you here tonight. You start second. Jackson makes a mistake. You get around him, and you lead most of the race. Towards the mid race there, you saw David kind of gaining some ground there on you. Were you starting to get a little bit nervous, or were you kind of trying to save some fuel and some tire, and you just started pushing there? Take us back. What was going through your mind there, and what you could have, and what you had to do to get it done here?
Yeah, no. When David started catching me, that's when I kind of knew it was time to go. I kind of wanted to save the first 10 to 15 at least because it was such a big track. And after the heat race, I'd lost 10, 15% of my right rear already just by running it hard. So I knew there was no way I'd be able to pace like that the whole race. So I was definitely trying to save probably the first 15 to 20, honestly. And then it got about halfway, and I really knew it was time to go and really start pushing on it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Late race caution as well. Definitely not what you wanted. Were you a little bit there
No.
when that caution came out?
No, that was pretty terrible. So me and David, we're actually buddies, and we're in the same Discord and stuff. We're actually on the same team, Butterbean Racing. But yeah. So I didn't want to see that. Neither of us did. And I knew Jackson was fast too, especially from early in the night. So I definitely knew he'd be a challenge coming back up through the field. So I definitely did not want to see that caution, especially when I was running too. Especially that first lap after the caution on the restart, going into 1 and 2, my tires did not feel the best. So I definitely did not need that caution. I feel like any earlier, I definitely would have. I had a chance to lose the lead there. Definitely, if it would have came out with 10, definitely 10 to go, I definitely would have had a chance of losing the lead.
100%, man. I mean, Jackson was on a roll, and maybe you could have still won it, but I think it definitely would have been interesting if Jackson was still up there with you. And who knows, he could have won, or you could have taken him out. It could have been anybody's ball game. You never know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, nah, this is definitely not a track I'm comfortable with. It definitely puts on good racing. I feel like 1 and 2 is definitely slider dominant, but 3 and 4, you could run so many different lines. So I feel like if we would have got close to each other, we definitely would have had a great put on a damn burner for sure. Great race.
all right, 100%. Well, man, all I can say, congrats to you on a nice win here tonight. Before you take off, here's a on that car you want to thank.
I appreciate it, bro. Definitely Majula C, man. This was a fixed setup race, but when I do run open sets and even hosts, they give out great setups. I thank my buddies too, David and all them, especially him, my buddy Kevin, Danny, all them boys. Butterbean Racing, like I said, and Butterbean Tire, though, that's a new sponsor on the car. Kind of my sponsor. I do that on there. I'd like to thank myself for that one. I think that's pretty sweet. But other than that, my girlfriend too. I play this a ton, and she deals with me playing this a shit ton too. So definitely gotta thank her. And
Well,
you guys for putting this on, and you for the amazing stream, man. I love going back and watching the race again.
well, thank you again, Brandon. And like I said, congrats to you on a nice win here tonight at USA. Before you go, that person in you, is that David by any chance?
Yes, yeah, that's David.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I was making sure. All right, awesome. Well, thank you, Brandon. Like I said, congrats to you on a win here tonight at USA.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, so we do have David. Let's bring in David real quick. David, you got a copy?
I got you.
Hey man, listen. I didn't know if this was you or not. It's different name on
Yeah.
Discord and all that.
I'm
But
sorry.
all right, take us back, man. You were on a move. You were catching Brandon there. Then out of nowhere, you just started losing a lot of speed there towards the end. I mean, did you think tire wear was becoming a thing for you towards the end of the race, halfway?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you. 2 days ago, I had this is gonna sound nasty. I had both of my big toenails removed. So I'm in recovery right now. I'm missing toenails and they're wrapped up like lollipops. Especially at Lakeland to do that good while I'm medically, on painkillers and everything, is insane. Like I didn't know I could do that. But other than that, Lakeland, that racetrack puts on great racing. I was definitely getting it for the first, pretty much the whole race. I was out because I was just slower because I was handicapped. But I mean, I was gaining on Brandon. I was gaining on Brandon, and then that caution came out, and I was like, oh no. I just couldn't get it figured back out. I went into one, the tires got cold, I just didn't have any grip. I was trying to slide through the slick, get my groove back, and it just wasn't working out. Jackson capitalized on my mistakes and he drove around me. That was pretty much it. I mean, it sucks. I'll take third place, but that second would have been nice.
I 100%. I know with the late race caution definitely didn't help out a lot. If you didn't enter down low, did you think you maybe would have hold off P2, or you think Jackson would have tried doing something to maybe get around you still?
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. After that caution, I didn't have the fuel to make it. If we didn't have a caution, I would have made it. But that last lap, I was scared. I was fuel saving mode, so pretty much that whole last lap, I was just giving it up because I didn't know when I was gonna run out of fuel, and I didn't want to wreck everybody. So definitely didn't help. But I think Jackson and I would have had a very, very close battle. I don't know who would have came out in front, but he's very fast. We all know that. But it'd have been interesting for sure.
Oh yeah, 100% though. But hey, you come in P3 here tonight. Congrats to you on that, David. Before you take
I
off,
appreciate it.
anybody on that car you want to thank?
Yeah, man, I just joined this team, Butterbean Racing. You know, all my buddies, Brandon, you talked to him, Kevin, Danny, Austin, all them boys. Yeah, Butterbean Racing coming up. Butterbean Tire Dope, main sponsor. I just hopped on board with them. They got some on the car, fresh batch. So we're gonna see what we can do with this thing.
Well, like I said, David, congrats to you on a third place run here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yes, sir. I'll catch y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to wrap up your interviews here tonight. All I can say, thank you for everyone tuning in to tonight's A-Main, and hopefully y'all had a good show. Definitely had a great field of cars. You know, it kind of sucks, only about 8 drivers, but you know, it is what it is. We had some cautions, made it interesting. Jackson put on a good show. But overall, guys, it was a good show, and definitely a little bit late for me. I'm starting to get a little tired. That's why, I'm starting to sound a little bit off right now. But overall, guys, I'm going to end the stream here tonight. Hopefully, everyone has a good weekend, as it is almost Thursday and almost the weekend. So hopefully, everyone has a great night. See you all next Wednesday.
When I let you go, ooh, I just pulled you closer. Ooh, I can't understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip has pulled you into me. When I let you go, it just pulled you closer. It's a long departure. It's a long departure. Before I see you again, before it all makes sense, but I can't hold you back. And I still don't understand where it came from, but you're back in with the passion. I'm awake with the flame in a hailstorm. I'm back in, I gotta